Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, son.
Watch the pass.
On first down, Darnold. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And by the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. And overall, second leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check three.
On second down, it's Bell. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Look at the big man rumble. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
All day, dog. Hold the look, hold. Ready. Where's 52? Watch 52. Set.
On first down, it's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. Out right here to Herndon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Hey, watch the ball.
Darnold now to throw. And Darnold, he lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On second and a long way to go. Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Big Leonard Williams there all on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9. Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Delayed give to Sproles. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Sproles. Nifty move. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Hey, 7.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it second down and 11. First throw now for the backup McCown. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 6 there on the first down play. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now McCown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Matthews the intended target, but it'll be second down. Simeon incomplete on first. Here's second and 10 now.
Hey, Orbit. Come on, D. Hey, let's go.
Here's Simeon. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
They'll run on first down. Powell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter, so get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot, because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. First and 10 right at the 20. This is the running back, Powell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Hey, Charlie.
At the 22-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Simeon. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back to throw, Simeon. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
53 Mike. 50
McCown. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And an Eagles first
Ready?
down.
53, check 53. Ricky. Steve Griffin.
Here's Sproles. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 11 now, McCown. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
53, Mike.
Hey, check. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Shotgun here for McCown. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. Hey, get away.
They run out of the gun with Clement. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Number 53, Mike 53. Here we go.
53, Mike.
Now McCown. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Good job.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
Now. Motion, check. Shift. 58.
McCown looking to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Elliott Good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And Matthews has it right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. To throw is Simeon. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Check Mike 27. Check out.
Simeon throwing again. Open is Powell. That's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Simeon. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Second half will start with a run by Sanders. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a carry for Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Ready? 50, plant. Check, 53, Mike. Quickstone, Travis. Go. Hey, alert 3. Ready?
To throw, it's McCown. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Alpha.
53, Mike. Watch the run. Let's go.
McCown now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about it. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Simeon, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Yes.
Indeed going for it. Simeon. And he finds his man Griffin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Go. First and 10 at the 47.
Go.
Hey, we are
Now.
On 1st down, it's Powell. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Go.
check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
You mine.
5.
Check Mike 27.
5.
Out of the gun, Simeon. He's able to hit Joshua Bellamy. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Simeon. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, If you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 31, Simeon. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
No gain on this.
Third and long. It's Simeon. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And Sanders now to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go, here we go. 50-60 outlaw.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Hit it.
On first down, McCown. Well, the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's McCown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
60 yards.
26 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got 2.
On 1st and 10, here's McCown. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now McCown. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working from the gun, McCown. That's caught left side, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll go down at the 28. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Switch up. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Big difference.
They are going for it. It's McCown. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Simeon incomplete on 1st. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
Let's go.
Simeon. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Powell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Ready? 8, read.
Watch the slant.
On second and 11 now. Simeon airs this out for Matthews. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. He was looking for Matthews that time. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
53.
McCown going to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Hey, Echo.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
On third and long, it's McCown. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over first and 10.
Ready? 60 or.
Check 50.
Bear.
Shoot.
On first down, it's Powell. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 32.
Two-jet bomber. Get it.
Here's Simeon. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Off of play action, Simeon. Now Simeon stripped. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's third and 18. They need something big.
53's the mic.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ready,
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says? Yeah. Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
McCown incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
You got time. You got time. Let's go.
Here's McCown to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Mike 54.
Bravo.
54.
Look at me. Zipper.
Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, Delta.
54.
Ready?
From the gun, it's McCown. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it?
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
I got one. Shift. Watch the shift.
Smooth.
Now a play fake, and it's Simeon. Pryor has it complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Simeon. And he hits his man, Matthews. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing on third down, Simeon. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down. They snap it to Simeon. And the pressure gets to him again. Deshaun Hall. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
Oh, not running. McCown wants to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and now it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
McCown will try again on second down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be third and a mile. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. A gain of 32 that time. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun here for McCown. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.